Germany, one of the most evil and disgusting nations in the world. And today they will be brought to trial. So today, as Omsk, we will commence the great trial and we will destroy the Nazi menace. So let's play as Omsk, unify Russia, and commence the great trial. So let's go. Alright, so the new order. So first, Omsk. We have an army. It's a small but good army. So I'm gonna put them all on the Kazakh Soviet Republic. Focuses the last days of Comrade Karbyshev because he's unfortunately dying. Research, I want to get a gun, infantry kit, and then I want batch production methods. Alright, free mills, I want to make a lot of guns. Then I want to build administrative offices. And then I will let the game run. And here's the way that I'm going to play Omsk. I'm going to be doing a lot of raiding and a lot of conquering. So I'm going to keep on raiding Kazakh Soviets, and I'm going to raid Novosibirsk too. So that's the way I'm going to execute this. After getting the last days of Comrade Karbyshev, I will immediately go against the old guard. Alright, and after going up against the old guard, I'm going to start breaking the cliques. And speaking of raiding and loot, I want new workers. I want to reconnect some power grids, and then I'm going to see if I can go up against the Kazakhs, which I can, so let's immediately prepare a raid against them. Since, trust me, this is going to be like easy way to get loot from them, and then we could, start building some new stuff and increasing the development of Omsk. Alright, and now it's time that I will initiate a raid against them. Oh, tribute has been paid. I'll take it. Then I have to go through a border conflict for a second. Alright, and after breaking the cliques, I will start enforcing discipline, because what is a good military without some good discipline? Alright, can I raid anybody? No. That's sad. Alright, an ultimatum from Tumen, I'm guessing. And no, we will not back down so easily. It's just like, right now, I would just want to, like, lie. Oh, wait. Alright, good. So it's... Alright, so it's against Tumen. So I just want my troops to reorganize. We will not back down so easily. Good. Cleaned up the corpses. Got some political power. Alright, after enforcing discipline, I will immediately now get the final speech of Comrade Karbyshev. And I'm also going to focus on getting better artillery, since a good military as Omsk is vital for survival. Alright, and after getting the final speech, I will immediately review the Redemptionary Brigades. Now I can go up against Novosibirsk. You know what, sure, but first I need to wait for my troops to reorganize, so then I could just destroy their army. Alright, and now to immediately prepare a raid against Novosibirsk. Alright, an ultimatum. Oh, god damn it. They chose worst timing known to man, but alright, you will not back down so easily. Kill yourself, Tomsk. Boom, there we go. Send our troops back into Novosibirsk. And then after that, I'm gonna send them the grand ultimatum. And now it's time that I get some new industrial equipment, and then I will initiate the raid. Okay, so now they refuse tribute. Oh well, let's see what happens now. Alright, after reviewing the Redemptionary Brigades, I will now put my trust in Yazov. Alright, raid successful, and we have now gotten some loot out of them. Alright, and after putting my trust in Yazov, I will immediately watch our borders. I bandits attack, get some political power. Oh, and I could definitely increase military professionalism right now. Since we are mainly a military state, aren't we? Yes. Now, after watching our borders, we might as well get a quiet war, scavenge for some loot, and then research. Alright, first I want basic anti-air, and then I want support weapons, or infantry weapon improvements. And now it's time that I'm going to make the better artillery and better gun, since we need all of this to basically survive as Omsk. Alright, and I'm going to immediately prepare another raid against Novosibirsk and Altai, just so I can steal their loot, like I always do. Oh no, Tomsk is a monarchy? No, utopian socialists. Weird. It's very weird, Tomsk. Alright, and now it's time that I will initiate a raid. Alright, let's get some research facilities. Why can't I go up against them? Look, what? Wait, is my mouse broken? No, it isn't. That's so dumb. Oh my god, I forgot to do a focus. So, alright, so now let's get lessons of the first trial. Then make guns the first priority. I can't get a skirmish against Novosibirsk. It's a little bit odd. Alright, and after rushing down a couple of focuses, I will immediately remember the Oath of Omsk. And for some reason, I can't initiate the raid against freaking Novosibirsk, so I don't know what's going on, bro. But, who cares? Alright, and after remembering the Oath, I will immediately get the Shield of the Motherland. Alright, and after getting the Shield of the Motherland, I will immediately get Falling Snow, and then Karbyshev will eventually die, sadly. Oh, and I can go and scavenge for loot. Don't mind if I do. After getting falling snow, we now wait for Kardashev to die, sadly. Alright, and now Yazov is here. Supreme Commander of the Great Trial. Alright, and now it's time that I immediately get into the gauntlet. So now I need to deal with 2 annoying cities. Not now, but I'm gonna need to deal with them. Alright, basically, so after getting into the gauntlet. Alright, here's the way this works. Into the gauntlet. If my first trial finishes before you complete this focus, Yazov will die and you will lose the entire focus tree. You won't have an army and you're just basically crippled. So we have to pacify these 2 cities before Yazov gets killed by the old guard generals. So first let's start recruiting some new guard guys for a second. And I will immediately get block by block clearings. And I'm just going to be messing around with the cities off camera because I don't really think you want to see me get stressed over cities. But here's the way this works. So we want to show everyone's decisions. So show Sakharovsky, show everybody. I'm going to tell you this. Increase your health cap and control cap to 100. And moving the front lines increases control cap. And don't worry about subtracting health because all you just got to do is spread the obvious truth. Just spam it a bajillion times. Repairing the captured area allows you to increase the health cap. Summoning an additional bureaucracy could help you with control if you don't want to tire them out, which also messes around with health. And one thing that's very annoying is the health weekly loss. And trust me, there's no way to solve it. There's like no way to solve it, by the way. So I'm just telling you that. So I'm gonna mess around with the cities off camera. You're just gonna watch me just do a bunch of focuses. Alright, and after getting block by block clearings, I will immediately minimize future liabilities. And I will immediately become consumed by the earth. Alright, and after becoming consumed by the earth, I will immediately get a natural fortress inside out. Alright, and after getting a natural fortress inside out, I will immediately get unified movement planning. I need to just increase support, get additional bureaucracy. Battle of Omsk. Wow. Alright, and after getting unified movement planning, I will immediately get chaos and disarray. I'm just gonna like rush all these focuses to get repair what was broken. So like I'm not gonna do every single focus because like them are pretty short. It doesn't make sense. Constantly keep saying it. So I'm just gonna tell you all when I'm done with repairing what was broken. Alright, now I will immediately god damn it. Exploit humanly instincts. Alright, and after repairing what was broken, I will immediately arm the auxiliaries. Alright, and now it's time that I get Fortress Omsk. Alright, and after getting Fortress Omsk, I will immediately get a river of black gold. Yeah, for some reason, since I had like a lot of political power stockpiled, I was able to just spam all these decisions just so I could increase the development of Omsk. Because like 395 political power. Bro, I don't know how I got that much, but I don't know. But I had it, so I used it. Oh well, who cares? Alright, I want engineer company. Alright, and after getting a river of black gold. Oh great, so after messing around with all of this, I need to recruit Black League member, and then after that, get a grip of cold iron. So then I could begin contesting the areas of Western Siberia and begin expanding glorious Omsk. Let's get Dmitry Yazov, start making some more anti-tank. And now I need to redo the focus because apparently this guy hates me. So now I need to do it again. My god, that's a lot of factories, what the hell? So now let's make... I don't really know what to make, so let's just make some more anti-tank. And how about some extra artillery? Start upgrading the shitty artillery that we already have. Finally, and after getting a grip of cold iron, I will immediately start to gather strength. Alright, and who has loot? Alright, Central Siberian Republic. God damn, Tomsk. Alright, Kazakh has nothing. Well. Oh, now the bombing stop. Nice. And now let's immediately get the drums of war. Yeah, and Tumen's gonna declare war any minute now. Just any minute. Yep, and now the Smuta category is up. I'm worried Tumen will try to kill me, and there we go. Tumen tries to kill me, but don't worry, it's not gonna work out for them. Because how about, instead of killing me, I kill you first, you dumb bitch. You are attacking this instead. And this. And after that, I'm gonna pull a division back. And after that, I'm gonna encircle some Tumenovites. Then I'm gonna see if I can just march into Tumen. Take them over before Sverdlovsk does. And if they do, oh well, I can't do shit. Kill those bastards. Kill those and then I will immediately get a steady hand, a concrete will. Finally, let's just keep on marching into the Tumenovite lands. You defend. And everybody stops attacking. So now everybody reorganize. Just don't attack. Not attacking is the goal right now. And no, you're not attacking either. Yeah, so I need to shorten up the front line. So I just gotta concentrate assaults and break through. So that's all that I gotta do. Just concentrate the assaults. Wait, did I get encircled? No, I thought it was. Alright, pull back. We attack here. Finally, we have now successfully broken through. Come on, all we need is to defend that top. Come on. Here we go. Alright. Holy shit. And now to immediately get rapid supply replenishment. Holy fuck. I cannot break through them. Their force attack is about to rape me, bro. Stop attacking, dog. Listen, what are we doing, bro? Go here. Reinforce this area right now. Lost production units is insane. Let's now immediately train some new workers. Alright, three-pronged attack on a two-man troop. There's a nice three-pronged attack. See if I could just shatter them. Here we go. Sverdlovsk invades them. Damn it. So I couldn't kill them fast enough, but... And they have Vorkuta taken over too? God damn. It's gonna be a pretty hard war. Alright, and I would need to get some League Air Wings. Let's take over Ishim. Alright, research. What can I do for research? Oh, how about infantry weapon improvements? Let's get them bullets. Oh my god, we are successfully encircled. Guys, so we might be cooked if we don't do anything about this. How about I go and attack Sverdlovsk? Let's go and kill Rokossovsky and see if we can pull it off before they get their whole military on my ass. Just, yeah, hopefully. And now it's time to get for the honor of Russia. My god, they have like no divisions, bro. What the hell? Oh my god, and they have a border conflict with Magnitogorsk? Rural Military District. Okay, because that's Sverdlovsk. Because I was like Zlatov. And now, yet we march. My god, Tomsk. My god, bro, Tomsk be looking chunky right now. Omsk is one chunky bastard. Oh, my infantry is mad slow. But that will not stop me from killing them. That will not stop the Omsk army from wiping out stuff. It's just that I need Chelyabinsk, I need Sverdlovsk. Like, I just need just like this region right here, and then I'll kill them. And that's merely excise the vice of corruption, because nobody likes to corrupt Russia. That's what we used to be before, but not now. We are no longer the corrupt Russia that we used to be. We are now a strong Russian warlord state. Alright, and I'm gonna see if I can go and take 2 men. I just gotta keep on marching. My god, but they have like no troops though, so this is gonna be an easy win for me if I just lock in. Autosave is rolling in, and then I'm gonna see if I can blast through 2 men, cut off the railway leading to it. Alright, and I need Chelyabinsk. Alright, and now it's time that I will immediately get Ashes of the Past made anew. Yo, why is there no divisions taking 2 men? This is cohesion, stupidity is insane. And yet they pin me, but that won't stop me. Come on, just give me 2 men. Oh, yep, Chelyabinsk. And now yet we march into Sverdlovsk. So, yes, we are overextended, so I just gotta take their victory points before they exploit the fact that I'm overextended. Alright, and now Ashes of the Past made anew is done, and then I'll immediately streamline agricultural output, bro. Just give me Sved, bro. That's called Yekaterinburg. That's nice. Why haven't we taken Kutugan yet, bro? Our troops are so slow, bro. Holy crap. 3 days is insane. But I don't know what the hell happened to their army, though, but... Oh, finally, we have now destroyed Sverdlovsk. About time. Alright, now let's see if I could go and murder Zlatost. I have 30% support. Oh, so let's get this, and now let's decrease civilian chaos. There we go, and now we can go and attack Zlatost. And then we can, after this, turn into the West Siberian Provisional Authority. Oh, like after when I complete this whole focus tree. Because I somehow killed Sverdlovsk way faster than I was supposed to, but... Nice. We have successfully declared war on Zlatost, and now let's just begin the march into their territory. And they should capitulate now. After oh, they're not dead. I thought they were dead. Yo, my dumbass thought that they were dead. Unfortunately, they weren't. And now finally Zlatost has capitulated to us. And now we could start occupying them and start coring their lands. Now we have a huge amount of a lot of these production units, so let's start making lots of shit like anti-air. And I can finally make the better anti-tank rifle. Oh, and I can make some trucks. But first let's make the better anti-tank. Just make a lot of guns too. Followed up with some extra artillery. Oh, and I can go and prepare a raid against Magnitogorsk. Don't mind if I do. Alright, and now it's time that I get our soldiers above all. Lenin's body. What is Lenin's body? What is this? What is Lenin's body? Well, guess what? I am not a communist nation, so this doesn't really... Alright, and let's prepare a raid against Magnitogorsk. Alright, they say no, but don't worry, I'm gonna destroy their... Oh, wow. That was easier than I thought. And now let's build some new schools. Oh, from St. George. Where's St. George? Wait, over here? Oh, wait, no. Oh, no, that's Gain. Alright, so I'm not gonna send my whole army into Gain it. Treasure! Wait, pause. So many events. Wow. Shit. Yay. We will not back down. Come on, get those purple bastards in the fight. Alright, and now we need to just await reinforcements. Bro, that has been literally set up for us to lose. What the hell? Bro, that has been set up for us to lose. Garrison slaughtered. Oh, damn. Alright. And that's merely listen from the shadows. Alright, so for some reason the game crashed and I'm back to this event about me not backing down to gay. Even though it's clearly a Christian state. Alright, yes, we will not back down so easily. And we have clearly won this time. Wow. I don't know why or how it crashed. Don't even, like, say in the comments, oh, it crashed. Your computer sucks. I don't know, bro. Everybody experiences crashes every now and then, bro. And since I have a shit ton of political power, let's get some development. Alright, now to getting our soldiers. Above all, we shall immediately listen from the shadows. Alright, free production units. Allocate that towards civies. And of course, more mills. Military production. That's what we need right now. Lots of military production and research speed and research slots. Wait, how does Germany own a random Russian island in the middle of nowhere? A little odd. Alright, and now with Samara. That's a Samara. Immediately the whole military on them. Of 12 shitty incompetent divisions, wait for them to reorganize, and then we will tell them we will not back down so easily. And that's about time that I get a better tank. I will immediately get salvation for those worthy. Alright, and now this time that I'll immediately delineate administrative regions. Alright, and free mills, I want to make a lot of artillery and a lot of support equipment. But if we have such a big industry, then we might as well just make tanks. So where's the medium? I think the MBT is the medium tank. It's a slow-ass tank, but who cares? Make this bastard fast. That's a strong engine. Alright, MBT armaments. We have the improved cannon. 3-man turret. How about we get extra armor plating? And then just... Actually, no, because I want to keep my reliability up. Alright, so is there anything that's going to give me a lot of reliability? Oh, expanded fuel capacity. Nice, so it uses less fuel. That's good. Dozer blade. Oh, and that. Alright, armor cast. Yes. Now let's make this tank. Make this tank. God, and our chromium deficit is wild, but we're making a tonk. And then I'll see if I can make a couple of shock troops out of them. And then I'm also going to make my infantry division way better. And I'm also going to turn them into elite infantry. Wait, this is special forces. Shit. Let's add 2 artillery, 1 infantry, anti-air, anti-tank. So this is going to be like completely stacked infantry. It's going to be something that'll just pulverize and, of course, defend against the enemy when it is time for the great trial. Oh, we actually have a lot of resources, which is great, because now I can start making a lot of medium battle tanks. Alright, and now to immediately get silence for those lost. And I'll start just training a lot of infantry. I have 82 military factories. I didn't even get that much. God damn. Bro, just imagine the German industry, bro. Alright, now to immediately get some external investments, get control, scavenge for loot, rumors of attack. Wait, who's the contender? No, there's no other contenders except for us. Who is called Omsk. Alright, now let's train some more infantry. And now it is time that I get our authority secured. Alright, and I'm also going to start making way more artillery and anti-air. Alright, and now since we have now secured our authority... Oh, and now I need to form the West Siberian Provisional Authority. And now I got a new focus tree. Well, a nicer one. Alright, so this path over here establishing a foothold... So Batov, some random ass guy allied with the old guard and some communists are gonna try to kill us. So gonna need to, of course, destroy his little rebellion. But for now, let's just start working on strengthening the West Siberian Provisional Authority. Yep, and now Batov's rebellion is up. Alright, and after hunting down Batov's bandits, I'm going to now raid the mountain holdouts. And of course, I'm also going to be dealing with Batov's insurgency off camera. Basically, and the easiest way to do it is that you just gotta like, increase influence. So just hack wherever Batov has control. So if they have control over, let's say Vorkuta, for example, you want to attack their, insurgency base, and then you want to set up your own base aligned to your state there. So that's the way it works. Alright, and after raiding the mountain holdouts, I will immediately strike from within. And then after that, I'm just going to work down mainly this path into getting the 3 theses, great trial above all, and then of course getting a quiet rage. So then we can start exerting influence somewhere else. Alright, and after striking from within, I will immediately erase their legacy. And after erasing their legacy, I will immediately get lessons from the gauntlet. Alright, and after getting lessons from the gauntlet, I will immediately get the Committee of Internal Investigation. Alright, and after getting the Committee of Internal Investigation, I will immediately start securing the people of the West Siberian Provisional Authority. Alright, and after securing the people, I will immediately get an end to frivolous luxury. And after ending frivolous luxury, I will immediately get some new regional commissariats. Uh-oh, German hegemony returns. Don't worry, Germany won't have their supremacy for long. They will be destroyed by nobody other than Omsk and the Great Trial. Alright, after getting new regional commissariats, I will immediately get a society on war footing, along with... How about we make our tanks stronger? Alright, and after getting a society on war footing, I will immediately get the 3 theses. Alright, and after getting the 3 theses, I will immediately now get the duty of the Black League. Alright, and after getting the duty of the Black League, I will now get the Great Trial above all. Alright, and after getting the Great Trial above all, I will immediately get for the good of Russia, along with getting better computer. No, because we can't. So then how about we work on getting better gun? No, not a better gun. Oh, post-World War II night vision equipment. Alright, and after getting for the good of Russia, I will immediately get the watchful eye of the Directorate, the program of national action, and then a quiet rage. So I just want to see if Italy was at war with anybody, and they weren't, so good for them. Alright, and after getting the watchful eye of the Directorate, I will now get the program of national action. Alright, and after getting the program of national action, I will immediately get a quiet rage. Alright, and after getting a quiet rage, we will now start exerting influence into the Southern Urals. And now we might as well begin getting the State Development Directorate. Oh, so now we got this happening. Alright, so now we need to deal with the race for the Urals. Air invasion. Ural League consists of... Screw it. Fuck it, let's go invade the Ural League. Bro, who cares if it's gonna anger the freaking Western Russian government? Like, bro, because like, your military is so bad that Finland is contesting your authority, so... That must mean something, right? Shouldn't that mean something? Oh my god, I know. Greater Finland stands. Wow. Alright, so that means that the Western Russian military is absolute dog shit, which is great. Yep, prepare invasion. And I definitely know that the Western Russian League is gonna get warned about this, so let's train a bunch of Strelkovaya divizias. So then we can go and crush the Provisional Commissariat of Western Russia. And how about we start working on getting research and development initiatives? Alright, now we're flowing with political power, so now to start improving. So now start improving the West Siberian Provisional Authority. Alright, and after getting research and development initiatives, I will immediately now get the black budget. Now let's get a new SIB plan. And now it is time that I will immediately... Oh, now it is time that I get some optimization of agricultural output. And invading the Southern Urals is not that far away. And don't worry, we're gonna like blow through them. It's nothing. Same with freaking Western Russia. You guys are not scary, bro. Western Russia is not scary. They think they are scary, but they really aren't. Just because of the fact that we have a bigger military, lots of more field marshals, divisions, a lot of generals. I think we have too big of an army and not enough generals to support it. So that's nice, I guess. I'm also not going to start motorizing supply, just so that we can ensure that we have the best supply when we invade the Provisional Commissariat of Western Russia. And now it's time that I get a militarized railway system. Yep, and now it's going to crush the Euro League and then Orenburg. Yep, and now Western Russia is also intervening in this too. So it's basically a war of who can kill who first. Oh my god, and now it's the National Protection Army against China. So China's not broken away from Japan, but they are still the defanged tiger. Alright, so now we go and march into basically the entirety of the Ural League.
Good, we have now taken that area. Now it's going to take Orsk, punch through Sebai. Let me see if I could go and punch through and take Orenburg. Good, and now we have claimed the Ural League, and now let's immediately claim Orenburg. Oh my god, and now freaking Western Russia had it. Oh well. So now let's get our entire big fat Omsk army, or West Siberian army, to hopefully go invade the Provisional Commissariat of Western Russia. So sure we don't have a lot of manpower, but we'll have a lot of manpower when we go and crush Western Russia. So how do we get our image abroad? Well, how do I go after Western Russia? That's the question. How do I declare war on them? Oh, I can integrate acquired territories. You know what? Sure. Why not? And then after invading Western Russia, we could become the Russian Reclamation government. They look so weak, though. Why can't I attack them? They just look so weak with their shitty-ass military. They look so weak. Alright, and now let's make some better trucky boys. Alright, and now it is time that I will officially... Oh! Also, I can start denouncing the warlords, which might provoke a war. So let's get the Directorate of Foreign Activities. Wow. Improve worker training? Yes! Free mills! Oh, free civies. Let's build some electric, and then I want some more consumer goods production. Let's see if Yunnan's National Protection Army can go up against the defanged tiger. Alright, and after getting the Directorate of Foreign Activities, I will immediately now denounce the other Russian warlords. Alright, and after denouncing the warlords, send a message to Berlin? No, let's get Operation Potemkin. Come on, I just want to invade Western Russia. Why can't I do that? I know I could do it, it's just I don't know how to do it. Alright, and now after getting Operation Potemkin, we might as well appeal for recognition. Alright, so for some reason, I can't invade Western Russia right now, so let's get our whole military on the Commonwealth of Siberia, see if I could wipe them out. Since it would feel good to wipe them out right now. But I don't know how you go after all of the Russian warlords. How does that work? Oh my god, now we're a military junta, led by the CHL. So, alright, so we're not despotism. We are ultranationalism. Alright, and I will immediately... Well, what is the foundations laid? Wait, does that... What? Oh, so I think this unlocks the new focus trees. Now let's get aid for the reconstruction. Oh, now Japan recognizes us. I love you, Sushi Land. Yay, Americanos love us. Perfect. Since I think getting this focus allows you to expand and unite Russia. I think. I'm not completely sure, but well, I think so. I don't know. But at least two nations recognize the Omsk government. And after getting aid for the reconstruction, I will immediately send a message to Berlin. Alright, and after getting a message to Berlin, we shall immediately start the illegals program. Whatever that means. After starting the illegals program, I will immediately get some agents inside of Kazakhstan. And yes, this is still the same nation that we cooked up in a border conflict as a very small, insignificant warlord state, by the way. So I bet they're still weak as hell. Oh, also the Ural War? What is this? Oh. So the Ural War allows you to go up against West Russia. Sure, so let's just spam all of these decisions. So just get all these decisions up. Alright, now after getting agents in Kazakhstan, we will now lay the foundations. And then I want to stockpile a lot of support equipment, since our divisions need to be supported. Alright, and after laying the foundations... Wow. And for some reason, it doesn't unlock a new focus tree, so I just focused on the National Army. At least we're actually able to go after the Provisional Commissariat of Western Russia. But I think if you become the Russian Reclamation government, then I think you should unlock the new focus tree, hopefully. But for now, I just gotta prepare for the war against Western Russia. So you know what? So instead of doing this, set up my whole military on their border. Trust me, we're gonna crush them easily. Because, bro, they're Western Russia. They suck. They're absolute poopy terrible. And under Yazov and his command, we will crush and unite Russia and commence the Great Trial. For now, we need a lot of support equipment. Then I want artillery upgrade. Alright, after getting the Russian National Army, I will immediately get a will of iron to start increasing military professionalism. Alright, after getting a will of iron, fiscal crisis. Oh, shit. Oh boy, so we need to enact some things. And now to immediately get some field commissars. Oh my god. Our debt is higher than our GDP, guys. I think we're cooked. Alright, and after getting some field commissars, I will immediately get a monitored Dedovshchina. Oh, and we can begin the... Wow. Oh, and no, so after when this increases by 20%. And then after when it is 1967, I will go and invade Western Russia. Yes, and everything looks bloated. I found us. We have negative real growth. That makes sense. Inflation is insane. Not surprised. Debt is low. Alright, and I need to just start increasing GDP. Oh, now finally I get breathing room. Alright, so now I don't need to deal with the fiscal crisis anymore. Yay. Glorious West Siberia. Alright, and after that I'm going to... Well, how about we expand the Vorkuta Training Center? Alright, and now it's time that I'll get some total industrial nationalization. Alright, and after that I'm going to immediately expand the industrial cadres. Alright, and after expanding the industrial cadres, I will immediately get some better tools. Alright, and after getting some better tools, I will immediately now get some new urban development programs. And man, I'm just doing all of these focuses just because after this, I'm just going to go full head-on against the Provisional Commissariat of Western Russia. Since I know I could crush them easily. I could crush them easily. And trust me, I wouldn't be surprised if this video was like 4 hours long, edited. So I wouldn't be surprised. I know, right now, like, alright, I see, so we're chilling right now. Sure, we're looking a little bit shitty, but it's nothing to really worry about. And after getting urban development programs, I will immediately get Foundries of War. Alright, and after getting Foundries of War, I will immediately get the Resource Consolidation Commission. Alright, and now it's time that I get the Black Budget. Oh, and oh my god, and we're getting very close to commencing the operation of invading the Commissariat of Western Russia. Oh, that is going to be active for another month. So to immediately begin the invasion. It won't be begun for a while. Then after that, mechanization, healthcare, and then of course some worker training. And now there's only 4 factions left in Russia. They declare war on us. Whoa. The great trial shall begin. Yeah, so West Russia wants to attack us. That's a big mistake. We're gonna destroy you guys completely. And now it's time to get some tactical analysis along with just crushing them. After that, it's gonna drop an offensive. They're little tanky boys, even though they're terrible. But who cares? That's not the point. We need to go and crush the Provisional Commissariat of Western Russia. My god, just look at us shred them. Yep, now we got a little spearhead going, and this is for sure going to overextend them. Yep, and all of our generals are saying, well, all of our generals and field marshals are saying, yes, we can continue the offensive against Western Russia. Continue. Just look at Western Russia getting crushed. Glorious! And yet the great trial shall continue. And Siberia and the Far Eastern Soviet Socialist Republic are also trying to kill each other right now. But I think between these two warlords, I think it is pretty obvious who is winning right now. It's me, of course, who is just making their units melt like it's nothing. And now yet my offensive has been halted? Oh, actually it isn't. It's just my units are pretty slow to progress through Western Russia. Alright, and now it's time that I get Project Camera. I'm so close to crushing this West Russian state. Slowly but surely we march west to crush them. Do we march west to crush them? Yes, we do. And we make them melt like pieces of butter. And that's going to immediately get an all-league education. Wow, we of course keep on marching. The further we march, the better it is for the West Siberian Provisional Authority. Just look at me massacring Western Russia. Freaking massacre. Oh my god, is the Commonwealth of Siberia cooking them right now? I think they are. Oh my god, so it's gonna be the 2 titans. West Siberia. Oh, actually, it's gonna be Omsk against Tomsk. So that's gonna be some kind of a war, right? And now it's time that we get the National Readout Program. Fuck it. Get our whole army. Just do... now we just do the Grand March into the Provisional Commissariat of Western Russia. We just want a bit... Oh. Also, it was us who have taken over Western Russia. And now can we proclaim the Russian National Reclamation Government? Yes, we can. Oh, and now we got a new focus tree. And now we are officially called the Russian National Reclamation Government. Alright, now it's time that I will set up my armies in the Commonwealth of Siberia. Just because we also need to kill them too if we want to proclaim a completely, utterly, and fully united Russian state. Oh my god, and who's gonna win? Here, Tomsk, because I'm basing them off like the early warlord states that they used to be, because I'm still gonna crush them anyways, as the Russian Reclamation Government. And I will immediately get some national reconstruction.
And yes, long live the Russian National Reclamation Government. And now it's time to get some de-warlordization trials. And just wait for either the Commonwealth of Siberia or for the Far Eastern Soviet Socialist Republic to win the little power struggle that they're having. So basically, so like, there were like 4 nations set up all in a bracket. Who will win Russia? So it was Omsk against Samara. Omsk won. And right now it is Tomsk against Irkutsk. And right now Tomsk is winning. Now after getting de-warlordization trials, I will immediately start reintegrating the armies. And now it is about time that how about I get some more night vision equipment. Oh my god, I now need to make the better gun, which is better. I have so much equipment in stockpile, bro. But then I can just make my Strelkovaya divisions just make anybody melt with like a lot of artillery that they have. And doctrine, maneuver. Infantry, I really can't get freaking sub-doctrine, which is a little stupid, but we are focusing on getting maneuver warfare. Alright, after reintegrating the armies, I will immediately expand the system. Oh my god, and now there is a Commonwealth of Siberia in the east. So now it is Omsk against Tomsk. The Russian National Reclamation Government against the Commonwealth of Siberia. And we have to wait till after the 31st of March 1969 to go up against the Commonwealth of Siberia. Since we're already prepared, we have a crap ton of troops, and we're also going to begin some mass mobilization. And now it is about time that I get some national survival? Yes. Or no, how about we just don't train any divisions, and then we just wait to wipe out the Commonwealth of Siberia. Alright, and after getting some national survival, I will immediately penetrate the front. And now it is time that I will immediately get onwards to Berlin. Alright, and now it is time that I get rumors from within. Wait, so Kadybyshev killed himself? Wait, so there's a rumor that Kadybyshev may have killed himself. So let's immediately get a societal readout. Or how about we immediately get contacts in Moscovian. Oh, and free production units? Everything onwards to the military. And how about we just like prioritize heavy civilian construction? And what I mean by that is a lot of hospitals. And right now, we're going to need some very strong AK-47s right now. Alright, and after contacts in Moscovian, I will immediately escalate Potemkin. And now it's time that I now get the first draft. Okay, now Kazakhstan has a civil war between the organization who wants to preserve the Soviet Union and the truly socialist Republic of Kazakhstan. Well, they're insanely weak, so might as well just weaken themselves too. Alright, and after getting the first draft, I will immediately get warnings from within. Alright, and after getting warnings from within, I will immediately now get a societal readout. Alright, and after getting a societal readout, I will immediately expand the State Development Directorate. Alright, and after expanding the State Development Directorate, I will immediately now get Waste Not, Want Not. And after getting Want Not, I will immediately now get... Alright, and after getting the Weapons of National Vengeance, we will immediately now get the Atomic Age. And then we are close to starting the reunification war against the Commonwealth of Siberia. We're very close to doing it. Oh, and we can also start working on Project Belafront. Crap, our debt's a little bit high. And after getting the Atomic Age, I will immediately now expand on Camera. Alright, and after expanding on Camera, I will immediately now... Oh, seize the arsenal. Can I begin the unification war? Oh, so after the 31st of March, I will be able to do the war against the Commonwealth of Siberia. And then proclaim a fully unified and strong Russian National Reclamation Government. And after seizing the arsenals, I will immediately consult with Ovchinnikov. We are not prepared for the unification war, and now we gotta deal with all this crap again. Striking Siberia after the 31st of December. So start developing. Alright, and now it's time that I now source uranium deposits. Oh my god, that is high. Oh, how do I solve this debt? You know, what if I just lower it? Or I don't know. How do I control the deficit rate? And then I will immediately get Fires of Hell. With the Free French? Well, hopefully America and Canada and their big faction go up against the Einheitspact. Alright, now it's time that I get the Great Trial Awaits. Shit. I desperately need to invade Siberia. Oh my god, they do not have an army, bro. Siberia does not have an army compared to us. Bro, we are gonna crush them. Bro, this is not like Battle of the Titans. This is like freaking like 45-year-old man versus freaking 2-year-old toddler in a fight, bro. This is exactly what it is. After getting the Great Trial Awaits, now let's get the 4th thesis. And then after when I reunify the motherland, I should get a new focus tree. after this shitty national reclamation government, I will become the true Russian state. And that's immediately renew the Black Mountain. Oh my god, and Iberia federalized. Oh no, they didn't. They just freaking broke apart. Wow, so Iberia just fractured. But now I got Phalanges, Spain led by this guy, the Republic led by this faggot, and then we got Franco in the middle trying to defend his sacred Spain. And after renewing the Black Mountain, I will immediately now get some underground military depots. And then after that, we're gonna need to wait so then we can invade the Commonwealth of Siberia. Since for some reason, we have to wait till 1970, bro. Standards are insane. Just let me kill them. Bro, like, we've already united Russia. I just need to finish the job against Siberia. And trust me, bro, we'll crush them. We will shatter them. Since like, they do not have an army. And I'm convinced that they have no manpower. Wait, do they have manpower? They have a shit ton of manpower. A very strong industry. Oh my god, no they don't, bro. We have a way bigger industry than they do. By 3 dimensions. Oh my god, we need better anti-tank equipment. Boys, you need the newer anti-tank equipment. So let's make this very new, big and strong anti-tank. And now we wait until it is 1970 to strike against the Commonwealth of Siberia. Ooh, better healthcare quality. So now we have developed Russian healthcare. So now we actually know what we're doing during surgery instead of... And I think it is time that we strike Siberia. Bro, my little brother's screaming over Fortnite right now because he's literally... And now I need to reorganize my troops again. Like, brothers in Christ. We are low-key selling so hard. Alright, and I'm gonna kill some more British divisions. Since we could be raping them so much. I'm gonna go for full-on cohesion. So it's like have everybody like reorganize before we do the last push. Oh my god, bro, we're like massacring the Einheitspact troops. Let's not just keep on pushing away the Einheitspact troops in northern Russia, and then we'll just force them to be in the gulags. You know what, now just do the next push. And then after that, I'm going to go and take over Caucasian. So now it's officially go and crush Caucasian also. We're now going to crush Eastern Ukraine, Caucasian, and keep on weakening the Einheitspact even further. With division encirclements and just marches. My troops, bro, lock in. Set up a front line. I hate my life, bro. Bro, these fuck-ass divisions don't even know where they're going, bro. Fucking running around like mindless monkeys. Look, we could be like, wiping them out right now. I could be steamrolling them, bro. The war would have already been over if it wasn't for this fuck-ass cohesion shit. And yes, sure I limited it, but it's not really gonna change anything. Yep, and then we march further to take over northern Russia. Oh my god, bro. Freaking Norwegians, bro. I feel so bad. Alright, so are you guys done running around like mindless pieces of shit now? Let's go. Yep, and now the second march continues. Into this time, Eastern Ukraine, more of Rusland, and then Federation. For some reason, they have to split them off, so I need to like reunite. Circle their bastards. And they have re-encircled me, so I need to kill a Belarusian division. And then, of course, massacre some more Einheitspact corps. Yeah, no worry, you guys are gonna die too, by the way. And now it's about time that we march. So now we just continue the march, overextend our front lines, capitulate the countries, and we just go. March before they are able to recover. That is my motto. And I'm, of course, going to now... You know what, bro? Well, first let's kill some more divisions down here. Let's just do that for a second. And, of course, it's gonna auto-save. Oh, we have killed Ukraine. Alright. Now we need to do another mass cleanup, except this time it's going to be less annoying to manage. I'm so happy I built up a huge army for this, or else I would have been so overextended right now. Alright, and I need to march, crush these German garrisons over here, and then I need to go and crush these... Oh, shit. I need to go and, like, crush the mini pockets, like, right here. Crush them before they have time to become low-key, bro. This encirclement would be kind of crazy. Oh, god damn it. Our troops are rolling in. Bro, it's like now I need these bastards to kill Caucasian. And now yet we continue the march. And now yet we do the march into Crimea. We kill that one Romanian mountaineer. And then we just continue the march. Yep, and hopefully we could pull off the capitulation of Belarus. Because I'm sure guys, but like they are more crippled than we are. Since we're actually like marching in an order, which they're pretty much not. So like all we just need to do now is just like, wipe out their little units. And of course, continue the... Why the hell is this area demilitarized? Oh, it's rebellions, that's why. I think. Since like, why is all of these areas why? But don't worry, but just because we have a couple of demilitarized areas doesn't mean that it will actually, with constant Caucasian massacres, to take over their victory points. Because the thing is, like, I literally taken no victory points. Their troops are like, so gone, bro. Now we got Freies Europa, which is basically like anti-Nazi league, I'm guessing? Like, is that not an anti-Nazi league? I don't know, man. I think it is, though. Alright, so now we got Freies Europa, which I think it's like free Europe thing, and they have taken over the areas that we had mainly a frontline in. So like, the only like real frontline that we haven't is just this area, since everywhere else is either demilitarized, or it's or it's just been taken over by Freies Europa, which is a little odd though. Yeah, so these guys hate the Nazis, and these guys are a slave uprising? Wait, so these guys are slave uprising? Alright, so they have no focus tree, pretty predictable. Unity and diversity. This is a slave revolt. Oh my god, but they have control over so much area though, it's insane. So now it's immediately just march. That's all that we need to do, it's just called march. Bro, we need a couple of divisions to wipe out these encirclements right here, or else this is perfect. Wait, even Moscow? What? Wait, why is Moscow demilitarized? Oh my god, do you wanna know why? It was considered part of the German Rusland territory. That's why. A little stupid how this fucking function works. Whatever. Shit won't stop me from raping them. And now yet we go. Into Romania, into Ukraine, because the Freies Europa rebellion has just killed everyone. Finally, we have now crushed Caucasian, bro. That was so annoying. Wait, and now the regions just like spawn, and then they don't spawn, bro. Alright, so they've been quelled out of... What the fuck? How do we have control over Moscow? It's pretty odd. Yo, why are my divisions letting... Oh, let's go to this. I mean, there's more of these. Finally, 174. How you know what? 30 divisions down here. The rest of them continue the trial. Holy crap, bro. Like, this cohesion thing is a huge problem. And the only way to solve it is just to let my troops move into their areas fast enough. Now, why is it... What is happening? Fucking slave rebellion raped me too. Oh my god. Alright, nice job, slave revolters. That was a little bit inconvenient, but you somehow like took over like fucking half of Europe. Like, nice going, bastards. Nice going, And now I'm officially locked out of invading them. So let's see what the freaking free slave rebellion can do. Wait, they have cores over this territory? That's insane, bro. That needs to be OP, bro. That has to be overpowered. It's like whoring Eastern Europe and then just calling it a slave rebellion is insane. That is just wow. But I guess the Great Trial just caused a huge slave rebellion in the east, which is nice. But now I'm officially locked out of invading everybody. Yeah, the north's looking like a messy hellhole, but finally getting some good... What the fuck? Yeah, but that is some more dead bastards. Wait, dude, these guys allow the Axis to march through their territory? No, they don't. Then how are they... Well, this is so odd. Because there's like Moscow... What? This entire shit is just so confusing, bro. What? Well, who have we capitulated? Ukraine, Moscovian, and the Caucasus. All pretty much valid. Oh wait, now all they need to do is like clear out pockets. So just clear out just random patches of land that they have. Jesus, bro. Yo, this slave rebellion. Yo, like, what am I supposed to do now? Freikorps. I got it now. The Freikorps are rising up. What is happening, bro? This is literally like blind playthrough, so I don't even know what I'm up against over here. Alright, and I need to perform a double envelopment against the Moscow rebellion. Oh, there we go. The official slave revolt. What is happening? Well, there's new city warlord cliques just coming out of nowhere. What do you mean, bro? Like, what is happening? Freikorps formed. Ukraine is back. Like, what is happening? Can I get military access? Fuck you, bro. Yeah, but their industry sucks, though. Too bad for you, dumb bitches. You guys have a lot of manpower, but not a big enough industry that basically means... Oh, let's just sort of like... And now I'm going to crush the Ukraine rebellion. This is such a huge inconvenience, though. Freaking slave revolt, bro. Wait, so, like, after when I'm like done like, completely reorganizing all of this shit, I'm gonna see if I could go and declare war on the slave rebellion and then just go. Since all this shit is way too much for me to react. Oh, there's just honestly just like, way too much divisions and way too much area to cover in such a short amount of time. They're sure I'm slowly clearing out all of the areas that are rebel states, but just like so slow and exhausting. Bro, so I know what I'm gonna do with my army. 160 of these bastards. So first I'm going to use these guys to quell the Moscovian rebellion. Then I'm going to crush Ukraine. And then I'm going to see if I can maybe get military access through slave revolt. And now let's quell the Moscow rebellion. Kill a Norwegian division. Really secure more of the northern flanks. So let's just keep securing areas of the Einheitspact. Don't worry, I'll quell that soon. Just like right now, like, I need to just quell the Moscow. Oh, right now, like I think let's quell the Moscow rebellion. And then soon I'll crush this Ukrainian pocket. But this slave revolt is so big, bro. Wait, if I just take that fort? Hope I don't get conflict. Yo, it is such the end of the Einheitspact. Wait, but perfect. Perfect. So I literally have like into the Einheitspact. So like, I just gotta like clear some more land, tighten on the inside. How big is a Ukraine? Okay, that's a little bit too big for. My army has been removed, so it hasn't. I just haven't shown them, but we are clearly crushing them or just tightening on the inside. We just like cannot really expand. We just gotta keep on containing, attacking, leading them of manpower. So just like constantly attacking the garrison. So Moscow hasn't been raided yet, but we're about to wipe out another garrison full of loot. Okay, there we go. That is what I call another Moscovian massacre. Second one to be exact. And now let's see if I can just push the professionalism of Omsk men. That is stupid. So for some reason, now we need to put these bastards under siege now. So let's get like both of these divisions. Just put these guys under siege. And make sure that they don't budge up. Then like the rest of my military is gonna quell this Ukrainian insurgency. Right now, like I need to go and crush that crap, and then I'm going to use Odessa. Well, hopefully I could hold out in Odessa. Since that is like only hope of landing and then crushing the Einheitspact. Why is nobody marching right now? We could be crushing Ukraine, bro. Insurgency down inside of West Siberia. There's so much troops, bro. This is so much for me to manage. Bro, I just gotta continue the march and maybe put Moscow under siege. Now I just need to secure some more land, secure St. Petersburg, kill some. Look at this fucking Nazi right here, bro. Oh my god, it's fucking. Of course it is Moscovian. Oh my god, there's way more armies here. So now I need to collectivize all of them. So now I need to collectivize all of these guys, and we go. Since we could be killing these. Alright, finally, St. Petersburg has capitulated. How did these guys spawn? What is happening right now? Fucking St. Petersburg always comes pissing me off, bro. They always just like come back, bro, for like no fucking reason. Well, I can't anymore because like my troops don't know how to move. And I'm just getting so stressed out, bro. But I don't want to end it. Not yet, bro. The Great Trial will not end on a stalemate if I'm so close to winning. How about we just start retaking a little bit of our territory back? Now I need to, of course, take over. Finally, and after clearing out all of those goddamn pockets, I am now going to set up my entire army on the slave rebellion because I don't know why the hell this even existed. Like a little small force, no, fuck the navy, bro. I don't have a navy. 29 divisions. Well, we're just gonna go and spearhead into Tbilisi. I don't know what the fuck this is, but I don't think that should capitulate us. So now let's go and start wiping out some more troops in the north. My god, it's so much easier now when your troops know what you're... Well, it's actually so much easier when your troops actually know what they're doing. And I'm sorry that I had to crush you guys. You guys were just blocking the fact that I had to do a great trial. If you guys didn't do that, then I would have let you guys live. But since you did it, you have to be punished. And then, alright, so who's the only major in the faction? I am guessing it is the Germans. Yeah, it's the fucking Germans. Alright, so So we go kill Germany, and then we can just finish them off and then proclaim Russia a superpower. Destroyed. My god, now Romania's getting crushed, the slave revolt is getting crushed. Bro, we're just like straight up destroying them. And it's all because I changed my cohesion to rigid, so then nobody moves and they just march. I think that's the way Swinsball did his great trial video. He set his cohesion to just like one guy. And that's what our troops are doing right now by the minute. Just punching through. Iran joins the Einheitspact. It's another nation for me to gobble up. Glorious. Can't believe we're just destroying them. Get deeper into the red. And I'm also even crushing Romanian forces. My god, bro. These troops got like nothing. The Great Trial shall reach Berlin. And right now it is reaching Berlin. Just slowly but surely. Through crushing the slave rebellion. Into marching into parts of Romania and Hungary. The Russian National Reclamation Government shall march further west to achieve its goal of killing the Einheitspact. Good, and now Romania has capitulated to the All-Russian National Reclamation Government. Yep, and now Bulgaria is gonna get crushed, Serbia is gonna get crushed, and then the last bastard left will be the Germans. Slave revolt's getting destroyed. Hungary's getting completely invaded. These encirclements are about to be crushed. Turkey is about to get overran. Good, and now the Kingdom of Hungary and Bulgaria have both been wiped out. And now the only bastard standing is Speed. That is the only bastard standing, albeit in his incompetent German state. No, I'm also not going to go and crush Slovakia. We can crush the slave revolt faster than this. Bro, so just I want to take Krakow and then crush them. Oh, huge resistance occupation. My god, bro. So the damage on the fully and completely crush the slave revolt. Since they have that nationalism where they won't surrender unless like every single troop on their side is wiped out. So let's just begin with the Northern Baltics. Taking over some Polish lands, conquering those bastards in the Baltic. Yep, some more dead bastards. Taking over the Apaja. Taking over Tadno. Bro, we literally conquered the entirety of the slave revolt. 10,000 days is insane. Oh my god, it's gonna crash. Shit. Yo, it's gonna crash. It's gonna crash. Shit. I'll say goodbye. My Steam page just went up. And now we have killed the slave revolt, which literally almost completely broke my CPU. So then I'll have to call my computer repair guy and be like, my PC blew... no, actually, my CPU blew up in a fucking mod. The repair cost will be around $500,000. No, I'm kidding, bro. It's not gonna be $500,000, but it's gonna be something diabolical. And knowing my broke ass, I won't be able to afford it. And now the only bastard left is the German. Of course, they have no divisions. Not even surprising. After massacring their entire faction inside of Moscovian and Eastern Europe, makes sense how they have no divisions here. Makes legit sense. Alright, speaking of Germany, long road took a... What? We have a fiscal crisis. No, the fuck we don't. Bro, oh my god, bro, the Grub Germanisches Reich is so dead now. Yep, so this was Omsk, this is just Omsk's dream of putting the great trial on them. And we have successfully put them on a great trial. But now just begin like the Grand March. We're gonna do like a running competition just to see who could take over any territories first. Winner gets $100 billion and the entirety of the Russian Reclamation government's GDP. Oh my god, just look at this. Kiel is about to be taken. Western Germany. I don't think the Germans are looking so big, fat, and strong anymore. They're actually fucking weak. They are pathetic bastards that do not have a full existence in this world. Yes, and as a matter of fact, we are still at war with the Germanisches Reich, but don't worry. It will not be for long. With every single victory point and piece of land taken, they are just going to go further and further. Yep, they capitulated, and my PC is going to get raked again. Alright, CPU, don't explode on me. I swear to god, this thing... Bro, I swear to god, if this thing actually explodes on me, bro, this thing can actually like, cause a fire. I'm so scared right now. I swear to god, this fucking peace conference is gonna take like 5 years to complete, bro. There we go. Fucking jinxed it. But look at that, that is a great trial. Literally completed. That is Omsk's dream. My god, we're fucking huge. We have everybody under our control. So that is the great trial secured.
And subscribe if you want to see more content like this. Thanks so much for watching this video, and see you all next time.